Folks, today we are picking our penultimate TBR of the year. We're picking our November reads today. I've got behind me 25 wrapped up books. We're gonna pick either 7 or 8. I normally pick 8. Part of me is thinking we do 7 because I have the most hectic month coming up. That being said, I think I'm gonna pick 8 anyway just because I like unwrapping books. Ballsy. I'm gonna make myself a little number wheel and then I think we're just gonna jump right on in with it because I want to find out what we're reading this month. Okay. Oh god. Oh no! I made the whole wheel and then shut it down by accident. Okay, we have our trusted number wheel ready to go. We're picking 8 books. I have just come out of a book slump and I am in such a reading mood, so I kind of don't mind what we get. I would like maybe some thrillers, maybe some dark academia, obviously literary fiction, but I'm in maybe even a fantasy. I don't know. I have a few sci-fi in here. We really have a bit of everything in here, so I'm just excited to see what we're going to be reading. So I think without further ado, we're just going to pick our first read. Are you ready? What is it? Book number 8. A nice medium book to start us off with. I'm feeling good about this TBR, I hope. I'm feeling positive. Okay, I'll show you guys first, as always. This is a book that I recognise. Okay. The Wedding People. This is a solid start. Has she been on a TBR very recently? Yeah. Yes, she has. And I didn't get to it. I didn't. But also, we're kind of matching. Love that. Anyway, I've been so excited for this. And when this was on, was it last month's TBR or the month before? Whenever it was on, you guys were so excited and you all told me how much you loved it. I didn't end up getting to it, sorry, but I'm going to prioritize it this month because honestly, if I could have picked a book for myself to read right now, I probably would have picked this one. Like, I am so excited. This book and Margot's Got Money Troubles are like top of my radar at the moment. This one follows Phoebe, who arrives at a hotel with the intentions of taking her own life. And then she finds out that every other person staying in this hotel is there for a wedding. And she befriends the bride. That is all I know. That is all I need to know. It won the Goodreads Literary Fiction Award. So yeah, it's on my radar and I'm very excited for it. Okay, book number 1 is kicking us off with the literary fiction. I love that. See, I told you, good vibes going into this first one. Okay, let's pick our second book. What do we have? Book number 3. We're going low numbers today. Okay, it feels like maybe a slightly chunkier book. No thoughts. Maybe a thriller. I literally don't know what I'm trying to guess. Why am I trying to guess? Ready? Okay, I think I know what this is because it has a broken spine and I'm going to put a guess in. I think it's Golden Sun. I had a comment last month when I did this and I was trying to guess them, and the comment was kind of jokingly being like, why are you trying to guess what your books are? They're all square, like, or rectangle. Like, what are you doing? Sometimes I get them, sometimes. We have Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. This is the follow-up to Red Rising, which I really enjoyed. Wasn't necessarily planning to start this immediately, but that's fine. That's okay. I really liked Red Rising. Like, pleasantly surprised because I was a little bit scared, but I've low-key been in my sci-fi era recently. Low-key. So I'm actually quite excited to continue this series. For anyone who doesn't know, Red Rising is a sci-fi series following a world where they're kind of split up into colours, and our main guy is a red, which is one of the lower colours, and he kind of has to infiltrate the golds, which are the top, I think. And I won't say too much, but that's kind of the vibe. The first one was very like classic rebellion story, kind of a training school situation. So I'm excited to see where this one goes. I think this one is probably going to be quite a different vibe based on how the other one left off. I probably wouldn't have picked this one for myself just because I wasn't necessarily intending to continue this series straight away, but that's because I never continue series straight away because I am lazy, and normally what happens is I forget they exist for about 7 months and then try and read it and forget what's happened. So probably a good thing. Okay, so far we have a literary fiction and a sci-fi, so we've got a nice little range going on so far. Okay, that was book number 2, and let's pick our third choice. What have we got? Number 11. Okay. Oh, we have a bit of a skinnier read going on. I don't know why. I literally don't know why. I just have a feeling this could be station 11. I don't know why though. That seems like a bit of a stretch. Imagine if it is though. Oh. Sorry. I've just figured out what my subconscious did. I think it's station 11 because it's book number 11. That was stupid. Anyway, imagine if it was though. That would be kind of crazy. Okay. Let's find out what book number 11 is. Wait, this low-key feels like Margot's got money troubles. Oh, I hope it is. I'd be so happy with that. Oh no, I don't think it is. I think that's a floppier book. No way. I swear to God, that was legit. I actually swear to God I did not know that's what book number 11 was. How did I do that? Guys, I swear that was legit. Like, I actually swear on everything. I shuffle all the books before I write the numbers on, so I had no idea this was book number 11. That is crazy. Oh my gosh, also another sci-fi. That's a bit scary. I didn't necessarily need 2 sci-fi books in a row, but okay. Okay, I can't get over that. We have Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. This one is the author of Sea of Tranquility, which I read a few months back and adored. So I knew I needed to pick up something else by the author. And then I found out this one follows an actor, and say no more. We are following a world which I think was taken over by a pandemic. And then we're following this like new group of people. And it's something to do with an actor who dies on stage from a heart attack, and then many years later, another group of actors, I think, in this like new settlement. That's kind of all I know. But the woman who sold this book to me, the woman at the shop, told me that this is so much better than Sea of Tranquility, and I really, really liked Sea of Tranquility. So that kind of stands in good stead for me, but we'll see. Cannot believe this was book number 11. That is actually crazy, but nonetheless, I'm quite excited to have this on the TBR. But no more sci-fi, please. 2 sci-fi is definitely enough for me. I'm very much a sci-fi dabbler. It is not a main genre of mine. Okay, we are picking book number 4. We're halfway. Number 17. Okay. I actually think I know what this one is because it's a bit taller than everything else and it's really heavy. So I do actually think I know what this one is, but we will see if I'm correct. My guess, shall I tell you? No, I'll just tell you the genre. I think it's a thriller. Okay, are you ready? Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what it is? No, I can't get it out. We have What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. I kind of did think when I wrapped this up that I was probably going to be able to figure it out if it came up, just because it's the only one that's taller and it's that like indie published where it's like really heavy. Happy to have a thriller on the TBR. I'm very happy with that. Oh yeah, this one is something to do with 3 girls in the woods. I think they're like teenagers and they're playing a game and then something happens. I think one of them gets attacked with a knife and then they all like testify in court and put a man away in prison. And then I think it flashes forwards way earlier, or way later I guess, and it turns out maybe the testimony wasn't true or something's changed or something. That's kind of all I know. That was a little bit vague, but I am happy to have a thriller on November TBR. I just feel like it's the perfect time for a thriller. It's getting cold. I just think it's time. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, it's got an Emily Henry quote on the back. It just says "so good." That's so funny. Anyway, What Lies in the Woods. Okay, that was the halfway point, and we're picking book number 5. What have we got? Book number 1. Okay. Another medium-sized book. I kind of have a feeling this could be a literary fiction. I don't know. Let's find out. Ready? I don't think I can guess this one. Oh, okay. This is a good choice. The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. This is another, I think it's a thriller. I think it might be somewhere between a thriller and a lit fic, but I think it is more thriller. I have wanted to read this book for so long, and I've said this so many times, like I'm starting to get a catchphrase, but I just think I'm gonna love this. I've never read a book by this author, but I know she is pretty beloved. This one is something to do with a woman who I think she escapes a cult. I want to say they were all living together in this house and she escapes and then finds out like way later that one of the other women in this house died and she's like going back to investigate. I don't know if I've completely butchered that. I could read the blurb and check, but I'm not going to. So either way, I'm excited. Another thriller on the TBR. I would like some more literary fiction if possible, but this has been like a proper 5-star prediction for the longest time and I've owned this for like a year. So it's about time we got to it. Okay, I'm very excited with that. How are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 5 books in and we're gonna pick book number 6. What have we got? Number 24. Oh, a massive one. I mean, not that massive, but chunkier. I feel like I'm just really used to literary fictions that are like 120 pages. This is probably actually a really normal sized book. Anyway. Oh, doorbell's gone. That means the dog's gonna go crazy. One sec. There you go. One thing about my dog is he has no chill. Book number 24. We were about to open it. Let's find out what we have got. Okay. Why can I not get this book out? There we go. I recognise this book cover as well. I don't know. Anxious People by Fredrick Backman. This is not what I thought this was. I kind of forgot that this was in here. Okay. Oh, it's about time we read another Fredrick. Okay. This one is to do with a bank robber, and then I think the bank robber takes a bunch of people in the bank hostage, but I think it's meant to be quite like silly, goofy, cozy, fun. I think that is the general vibes. I've only read one book, actually no, 2 books. Well, 1 book and a short story by Fredrick Backman, so I'm definitely excited to read more from him. And it's also a Netflix series, so if I enjoy it, maybe I'll watch the TV series. Okay, that is actually hopefully going to be a really nice vibe. I feel like it'll be quite heartwarming, and we've got some darker books on the TBR, so it might be a nice contrast from all of those. Okay, very happy with that one. And we're picking our penultimate book. Book number 7. Book number 4 is next. Oh, it's skinny. That is a literary fiction if I've ever seen one. That is a tiny literary fiction. I mean, there's a few small ones on here, so that doesn't really narrow it down to what it could be. But it has to be a literary fiction, surely. Or there is a very skinny non-fiction in here. I kind of hope it's not that though. I kind of want a little literary fiction. We'll see. Okay. This is the second to last book on the TBR. Are you ready? Is this She's Always Hungry? That is what it feels like. Oh, it's not. Burnt Sugar? Burnt Sugar. Okay. It is a literary fiction though, so I'm happy with that. This is a book that I've actually not really heard a whole lot of, but it was shortlisted for the Booker in 2020. And oh, yeah. I remember why I bought this because this first line just speaks to my reading taste. It says, "This is a tale of obsession and betrayal. This is a poisoned love story, not between lovers, between mother and daughter." That is a 5-star prediction, if I've ever heard one. One thing about me is I love a story about obsession and I love a story about motherhood. This could be great. This is a book that I got at 66 Books. It was kind of like a bit of a random pickup. It just sounded interesting. I've not heard any reviews of it, but I have very, very high hopes. So if anyone has read it, let me know your thoughts, particularly if you liked it. Hype it up in the comments for me. I'm excited for this one, and it is tiny. It's only 227 pages, so that will be a fun day's reading at some point this month. Yeah, I'm happy with that, and we finally got a little bit more literary fiction, so that is a good choice. Okay, we have our final choice. Book number 8. Let's find out what we're reading. What is it? 25. Our final book for our final choice. That's so fun. Another quite big book, so I'm thinking maybe Maybe a thriller? Maybe, oh, I hope not another sci-fi. That's all I really ask. I did literally say that I was gonna maybe only open 7 and then just immediately rolled 8 without even thinking about it. But we've picked it now, so I guess we're reading 8 books. And I feel like this one is a longer one, but what can you do? Okay, picking our final book. Is it a good one, guys? Is it a thriller? Is it a literary fiction? Okay. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. We've got Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. Do you know what? I had a feeling it could be a Lisa Jewell book. I don't know why. I'm very happy with that. Guys, this is meant to be Lisa Jewell's darkest book. And I've read a lot of her books, and they're dark anyway. This is meant to be the darkest one, so consider me intrigued. We're following Laurel, and she is a mother, and it sounds like 15 years ago, well, no, maybe not, 10 years ago, her daughter disappeared, and she's trying to find her daughter. Oh, okay, but then she meets a stranger, a man, and he has a 9-year-old daughter, but his daughter is the splitting image of her missing daughter. Okay, consider me intrigued. You know I love a Lisa Jewell book. I have read so many of her books at this point. I've only got a few on my TBR left. This is one of them, obviously. Lisa Jewell just writes thriller pacing, but with this complete literary feel, emotional depth to the characters, and it just hits for me. Every single time. She's yet to miss for me yet, and I've read a lot of her books. So I'm excited because everyone puts this in her top 3. When I saw her speak, she said that this was like one of her most popular books. And I've read the other 2 that she kind of put in her top 3. So this is the last one I've got left of her like super popular ones. Another 5-star prediction. That is the final book on today's TBR. Guys, we have quite the mix going on here, but I think hopefully a good mix, a good month's reading, I reckon. We're starting with The Wedding People, which is literary fiction. Then we have Golden Sun, which is a sci-fi. Then, still can't believe that I guessed this, Station 11, another sci-fi. We have our first thriller, What Lies in the Woods. We have another thriller, The Last Housewife. Anxious People, a contemporary fiction. Burnt Sugar, a literary fiction. And yet another thriller. I didn't realise we actually had 3, but hey ho. We have Then She Was Gone. And that is November's TBR done. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments which of those books you want to see in reading vlogs. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you. Like the video, comment, all of that fun stuff. And I will catch you in the next one. I love you. Goodbye.